afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all know who it is. It's the crazy Negro that a lot of y'all like to call me. Your boy, Rob Thomas Jr. And this is the real news behind the news. Oh, yeah, man. Today is somewhat of a beautiful Monday here in Shreveport, Louisiana. September, 26, 2022. And first and foremost, I got to thank my cousin, Shell. I'm going to just say Shell. And everybody in the family know who I'm talking about, and everybody else gonna be wondering who is Shell. I'm not gonna tag you or nothing, but I thank you for your response that helped me upgrade this channel in a major way. To the people who watch and follow, I put it like this. I hate to say the word follow. I strike that word out. The people who watch and support this channel, I thank y'all so much, man. Now, I'm saying this on Facebook, but on YouTube, a couple of people stepped up and helped, and then my kinfolk stepped up and helped, and we are bringing you all a whole better quality of videos by what the people who really support me have stepped up and done. Now, with this better upgrade in quality, guess what? My message gonna stay the same. I'm going to keep telling you all about COINTELPRO, things about COINTELPRO. These are the things that I'm finna start talking about now, which we as black people better really start understanding, because COINTELPRO is a big issue. We're going to talk about the New World Order, and I'm going to even use scripture from the Bible, because a lot of people will sit up here and think, I thought he was an atheist. No, I never said. Everybody that know me know I believe in God. I just don't believe in that religious bullshit that they try to portray us with. A lot of y'all Negroes went to church yesterday and gave pastor at any given particular church anywhere from $100 to $100,000, and then on Monday morning all that money was taken to a bank that won't even give you niggas a loan off the money that you gave. Your church yesterday took in just say $10,000 for offering. And that's a high number. We're going to say the average church in the hood, because y'all got to realize in every neighborhood, it's about 36 niggas with a church saying that they all worship Jesus and that they speak for Jesus. If it's one Jesus, how come it's 35 churches just on the Cooper Road? So they took all this money up in all them churches yesterday, and then when they took the money up yesterday, they took it to a bank today that won't even give you niggas a loan off the money that you put into that church. So y'all might well support me, because guess what? Here it is Tuesday. here it is Monday. I meant to say, I'll write Jermaine Anderson. Man, I'm going to call you as soon as I finish this video, Jermaine, little brother, big brother, I'm going to call you. I didn't get a chance to call you back last night, but I'm going to call you. But what it is, you got one Jesus, but 35 churches. You got almost 2,000 churches in Shreveport. If it's one Jesus, how come all these churches are trying to get tithe money in the name of Jesus? And then you turn around on Monday and your pastor won't help you, but you call me talking about, hey, my son need a little help. Can you help me get my son out of jail? When he actually shot them 4 people, he wasn't really trying to shoot them. He was just trying to shoot his way into his house so that he can get all that weed that he was selling in his house, out of his house, so the police wouldn't come, because it was a shootout that he was involved in 2 hours before that. Y'all call me with that bullshit, but pastor won't help you. But you'll call me and say, do you think you could talk to the DA? And a lot of y'all got mad when I had to tell you, hell no. I mean, you just told me that your son really need to be in jail, ma'am. Or sir. So, no loans or nothing. Jermaine Anderson. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm gloating right now, because this channel on Facebook and YouTube is blowing up. I realize that most of the people that watch my channel will never hit the like button, will never make a donation, but soon as they need to see real information outside of that propaganda that you are being that is being given to you by the mainstream media, they come look at this page. It's one thing to sit up here and show you Negroes in Shreveport getting shot every day. Well, we know that because guess what neighborhood they getting shot in? The neighborhoods that we live in. But what I do is try to get you all to understand that if you don't understand what's going on overseas, you'll never understand why Negroes in your neighborhood are getting shot. Yeah. The economic suppression and oppression of a colonialistic society has forced us to the point where we got communities that are called the hoods and ghettos. If y'all go back and look up the term ghetto, a lot of us be trying to claim we ghetto Negroes. We don't understand what the word ghetto does. We don't understand the etymology of ghetto. Yeah, I used a big word in, etymology. That's the word for today. Etymology. Understand the etymology of ghetto. Do y'all realize it really started with the Nazis, what they did with the Jews? And Negroes here in 2022 are bragging, nigga, I'm from the ghetto. Is that some shit to brag about? It really, is it some, if Negroes brag about our neighborhoods being the murder capital of the world, is that some shit really we should be bragging about? That we kill more motherfuckers before 9 a.m. than the United States Army killed in Afghanistan all day? Is that something we should be bragging about, being the murder capital, y'all? We like to claim here in Shreveport, ratchet city. Is that some shit we really should be bragging about? We so ratchet that we still have unsolved murders of children. Y'all notice that a lot of murders have been getting solved lately, but we still have, over the last 7 years, 5 or 6 children who mamas and daddies was involved in some foul shit. And their children got killed in the resulting drive-by, and these babies' deaths are still unsolved to this day. Why can't we claim the city with most college graduates? Oh no, that shit, that wouldn't, it probably would get only 3 likes on social media. But as soon as a nigga say, yeah nigga, as soon as one of your rappers say we the nation's leading homicide committers in the country, people love that. So my job here at the Real News Behind the News is not to bring you Negroes getting killed or whatever, although I did show you that video earlier today where that glorified security guard down there in Alabama beat the shit out that boy that was on the roof. I'm finna upload a video right now where we got 3 cases. Well, that's what Charleston White was talking about now. Oh, kid, let me show you the difference between me and Charleston White. I don't beef with these rappers. I don't go out to motherfucking clubs and all that and then try to turn around, start a fight with somebody, and when they engage me in a fight, I call the police. That's some hoe shit, bro. Charleston White is really doing more damage than he is helping, because somebody's going to deal with that boy real soon, because he'll throw rocks and then call the police. Fuck that, man. If you really want to engage with these rappers, you need to learn how to sit down and talk with them and see how the rappers collectively can come together against the system of white supremacy, who is basically conducting a propaganda war, a psychological warfare program against us, because the music industrial complex has a written law that you can't talk about nothing but selling dope. So he's beefing, like the latest example. Look at my video that I posted earlier today of Charleston White talking about bragging about how he bust Yellow Beezy and Trap Boy Freddy, called the police on them folks, bruh, for selling weed and fentanyl pill, whatever, all the while he wearing a shirt that say the weed spot. How can you just glorify this Negro, this snitch-ass Negro, bruh, that is doing the same thing the rappers are doing that he's causing beef with? Now, what this Negro is doing is enticing Negroes like yourself to champion him when he's creating more of a problem, because now he's doing the same shit the rappers are doing, and he's beefing with these rappers while doing the same shit they doing. as opposed to trying to engage them in constructive dialogue. So now I don't give a fuck about all that extracurricular activity talk that y'all be doing, trying to glorify this snitch ass nigga. This nigga just snitched on Trap Boy Freddy and Yellow Beezy, telling the feds, which I'm gonna be real, it's a good thing. You gotta get the drugs out your neighborhood. But at the same time, he wearing a shirt that's saying the weed spot. He's doing everything that them rappers are trying. Really what the nigga's trying to do is live a rap lifestyle in his old ass age. And the only way he can do it is create beef. Come on, man. Any Negro know that snitching is protecting your neighborhood. This nigga is snitching because he done talked so much shit to these niggas, and these niggas finna whoop his motherfucking ass. They finna do something to him. So now that he just started a beef with these rappers, now he wanna call the police. That's whole shit. That ain't being a champion for your neighborhood. That's being a whole ass Negro. That's whole shit, bruh. So now you can miss me with that shit, Karen Kennedy, and you my brother. I love what you are saying in a lot of areas, but when it comes to that snitch ass, Buster Mark ass, snitch, Charleston White, come on, man, that nigga is the biggest snitch. The man is telling you that he works for the feds. The man I put up a video earlier where he bragged about calling the police on Yellow Boy and them trap house. Guess what? Even though I know our community has to be uplifted and all these things need to change in our community, I ain't finna fuck with none of these dope boys, because in a lot of these communities, nigga, dope is the only revenue we as black folks got. I'm not finna go against the game, bro. I will go against the game in trying to change laws, legislation. When I go down there to the city council and parish, whenever I do that, I will go against the game trying to make legislation where white supremacy can be overturned, and we can start getting bank loans, we can start getting motherfucking housing, we can start getting more stuff for our people. But I'm not finna go snitch on a bunch of niggas just because I got a problem with a lack of self-esteem, that I'm chasing clout so much that I gotta start a fight with a rapper. The rapper's killing themselves. All he gotta do is shut up. They killing themselves. But how can you justify a nigga that's starting beef with a bunch of Negroes, and then once he start the beef with these Negroes, he calls the police? Nigga, that ain't snitching. That's whole shit. Point blank simple. How he gonna sit up there as an activist and talk to them little kids when them little kids saying, didn't you just buy a $22,000 gold chain? Well, we hungry in our neighborhood. My mama and them she gotta sleep with 7 niggas that tell us I'm Uncle Charlie, Uncle Frederick, Uncle Leroy. Mama gotta sleep with 6 niggas just to buy us some cereal, and you just bought a $22,000 chain. Man, you think a nigga give a fuck about that shit, bruh? No, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. Come on, bruh. That man is starting more problems than he is even beginning. That nigga ain't begin to create a solution. All that nigga is doing is starting problems. And all them problems he gonna have to deal with. So you can miss me with that, Karen Kennedy. Let's just keep it real. But anyway, we like to thank y'all for watching this channel, subscribing, and I'm just going to keep it real. No matter what you think or say about me, one thing you always going to say is that I always keep it G. And my whole thing is trying to entertain, my whole thing is trying to get you all to understand that we would rather be entertained than informed. My job is to give you information. Fuck Charleston White. The information I give you about him, he's a snitch. You can't trust him. He works for the FBI. He's part of COINTELPRO. Go back and look up that word, COINTELPRO, and then you'll understand why a nigga don't give a fuck about no Charleston White, man. How can you be an actor? He ain't starting no problem because them niggas. But guess what? He's calling these niggas. How is he not starting a problem? Them niggas are rapping, doing what the white supremacist entertainment, media, industrial complex wants them to do. He's starting the problem because he's not saying, look, brother, let's sit down and see how we can overturn this system of white supremacy that got us talking about killing each other on our music. No, he ain't saying that. He's saying, fuck this nigga here, fuck this nigga here. I'm beefing with this nigga here. Man, that man ain't trying to start solving no problems. He's starting more problems than he solved, because after a while, even with his 501c3s, his FBI snitch status, them niggas gonna deal with him, bruh. They gonna deal with him. Them niggas scared of the feds and the police. You know what? They scared of him because he is working with the feds and the police. Brother Karen Kennedy. That's why niggas are, why you think niggas are beefing with this boy, man? Do you think if he'd called Yellow Beezy out, which I don't give a fuck about none of these rappers either, man, except those who are talking about positive shit and uplifting our community. I don't give a fuck about none of these rappers, but he's calling these people out. If he didn't give a fuck about Yellow Beezy, why did he call the police on them boys in their trap spot? The Jigaboos, exactly, Sister Hope. The Jigaboos. That nigga is nothing. Charlton White wants to be a rapper, but can't. So he's doing the same shit that rappers are doing. The only difference is, once he throw a rock, he hide his hands by calling the fucking police. That's snitching, bruh. That is snitching. So if you got another definition of snitching that is more legitimate than what I just said, I would love to hear it, and I would take it into consideration. But there's no way in the fuck you can convince me and everybody that's watching this video that nigga ain't a snitch, a coward, a hoe. He doing hoe shit, bruh. I mean, come on, you're starting beefs, and then when the shit get too heated for you, you call the police. Why is he calling these rappers name by name? Why is he not calling out the industry, the white supremacist industrial complex that controls the rap music and what these niggas are allowed to say? Miss me with that, brother. But anyway, y'all, we just keeping it real 100. You know, y'all know how I go. Real news behind the news, man. I'm not here. And again, Karen Kennedy, you know I love you, brother, and this is just a discussion, and I might seem kind of heated, but you're talking bullshit right now, bruh. You're talking bullshit because you're trying to justify a nigga that's literally talking shit to other people, and when they get on his ass, he calls the police. Ain't that the classic definition of snitching? If a nigga like you right. He right when he say if a nigga breaking in your next door neighbor's house, you got a right to call the police. That ain't snitching. But what he's doing is snitching. I posted the video. Go look at my page. Where he said he bragging about calling the police on them boys' trap houses. That one rapper, who he called a probation officer. This nigga will throw rocks, then hide his hands and stand behind the police after he done created some shit. So if he created, I put it like this, even if he are talking about the rappers, he get all the rappers that's selling dope off the street. What about the niggas in his own neighborhood that's selling dope? So he's creating more of a problem trying to gain fame, clout, and credit. I bet the neighbors appreciate the trap house being gone, but now guess what? Guess what though, Yatari? That's Trap Boy Freddy and Yellow Beezy trap house. What about the trap houses in his neighborhood? What about all the other motherfucking trap houses that if he really called them niggas out, they would kill him? Yeah, anybody be glad one trap house gone. But you calling out somebody who's a public figure, but you'll be too coward of a Negro to go and stand up in front of the trap houses where you get your 501c3, where the schools that you go and talk to these kids to. Soon as you leave that school, you got trap houses. That nigga ain't calling them out because them niggas actually do something to him. Them rappers got a little bit of something to lose, but he ain't calling no niggas out. How many trap houses around where he stay? Now, this Negro, he's playing a snitch-ass game, bro. And anybody, especially if you've been to prison, you understand how this game goes. Even with the street rules, you understand that there's a difference between reporting and cleaning up your neighborhood, between the difference between much love, but the guy for the guy for snitches on niggas who's talking about hoes and bitches and telling the young folks taking pills is cool. Ain't nobody said that. Nobody said that. You just said that, Curvin Kid. Nobody said none of that shit. But what I'm saying, you cannot start a beef with somebody and when they get ready to get on your ass, then you turn around and snitch. That's the difference. That nigga is starting beef with these people, bruh. These people don't really give a fuck about it. And if they were smart, they would just let this nigga talk. If they let him talk, do you think he'd be getting this conversation right now on my channel? Because when nobody be giving a fuck about him, nobody will be paying attention to him. But by niggas paying attention to him and addressing him, he's getting more clout. He's getting Negroes like y'all to watch him. And even though his message, the Bible even saying, y'all know I ain't no Bible thumper, but the Bible say there's a way that seems right unto man, but in the end, it leads to destruction. This nigga think what he... You see what I'm saying, huh, nephew? Hey, Tyra, call me in a little bit, man. When I finish this video, I'm going to call you. You see what I'm saying? There's a way that seems right unto man. The way he's going about this shit is not right. Because if he was able to use his influence to literally sit down and talk with these niggas and say, what about we come collectively together and change the dialogue of our music? The things that we're teaching our children. Don't you think he'd get a better response as opposed to niggas trying to kill him now? Let's just keep this shit real. Let's just keep it real. But on that, I done got on to a whole nother subject. I really wanted to thank my kinfolk Shell and the other people who stepped up on my YouTube channel. Shit, I don't even know, dude. And I've even seen him maybe 3 times from other people post. But guess what, Yatari? This boy is getting all kinds of international fame. And I don't hate him for that. The only thing I hate about Karen Kennedy say, he can't get them all, but he's doing a good job. He's starting beef. That's how the white folks, so they start the beef. No, he's starting beef. They're going to get him killed. He's going to wind up just like one of them motherfucking rappers, Karen Kennedy, shot in the motherfucking head. Not trying to speak nothing bad. Not saying that, I endorse it. But by his actions, beefing with the wrong motherfuckers, he's going to get shot in the head. I gotta, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. I gotta erase this whole video now. Because Facebook is gonna block it just because of those words. But before I erase this video, I'm gonna let y'all know. He's starting shit with people unnecessarily. You get more flies with honey than you do vinegar. Do you realize that if he was saying those things, trying to embrace these brothers and get them to psychologically and fundamentally to change, a dialogue was started. But guess what? Even though that dialogue was started, a beef, 5 or 6 different beefs. This boy beefing with everybody from people all the way, with people from every state, man. This man is beefing. The only place he really ain't beefing with nobody is Dallas. And from what I'm understanding, Negroes in Dallas don't even like him. So what dialogue did he start? The dialogue has always been there. He said nothing that people like myself or others have not said. The only difference is we just didn't start no beef with these niggas in order to build up a platform. That's all that nigga doing. Starting beef with these rappers so that he can get likes, which in turn transfers over to dollars. This nigga around here buying the same type of chain these rappers buying. This nigga talked about busting, calling the police on Yellow Boy and Trap Boy Freddy's trap houses while he got on a shirt talking about the weed spots. This nigga is not trying to create dialogue. He's trying to get internet fame. Plain and simple, bro. And that shit there gonna get him dealt with by some of these people who are really serious about their life. I'm finna look this nigga. Anyway, I'm pretty ready to end this video. I just wanted to say this. Thank you to my kinfolk, Shell. You know I love you. You helped me upgrade the real news behind the news, and I'm truly grateful. Y'all give me a minute. I'm gonna come back later. Y'all be blessed.